Hey y'all, I'm Coco.
I'm Mac, and welcome to
Coco Mac Lifestyles.
So today we are going to talk about compersion in polyamory. Typically we tell y'all to go Google stuff, but
Not this time.
compersion is basically just the ability to be happy for your partner and their other partners. I'm sure we've said it in at least one previous video. When Coco and I started talking, she already had a partner. What I'm not sure if we said is her partner was a buddy of mine.
Don't y'all start looking at me like that. Shut up. Judge yourself. It's not what you think.
Prior to us ever having any sort of romantic interest in each other. And he talked about her often, and he talked about wanting to marry her and, you know, them being together. And, you know, at the time, I was happy for him just because, hey, you know, you found what you were looking for, man. Good for you. But that feeling changes once we develop a romantic connection. Because now it's like, I mean, that's my girl though.
Ooh, okay. Those who know why I'm laughing right now.
No, but seriously though, like, I never stopped being happy for him. And, you know, I never ceased being happy for her and having this relationship that makes her happy. But at the same time, like, you know, a lesson that we both had to learn is that it's very possible to feel compersion and jealousy at the same time.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's a thing where you see the time that your partner's spending with your meta or their other partner. And it's like, yeah, you know, I'm glad that they're enjoying themselves. I'm glad that they're happy. I love seeing my partner happy. But, you know, I kind of wish I was spending time with them right now.
And to add a little bit of, I guess, salt to the injury, we were long distance at the time. However, my other partner and I, we lived in the same city. So there was a level of disconnect because of distance as well.
I feel like as we continued to get closer, your other partner wasn't able to express the jealousy that they were feeling, and they masked it under a layer of compersion. And I feel like that's dangerous.
Very. Very. I am all about transparency, sometimes to a fault. And there were a lot of times where I overly expressed, hey, talk to me, you know, let me know what's going on. How are you feeling? Are you still okay with everything? And there was just a level of, no, I'm happy for you. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. And the authenticity of that waned every time I asked, to the point where it was very apparent that compersion was the coping mechanism for what was really, really the case.
So for anybody who is new, or even anybody who's been in a polyamorous lifestyle for years, I feel like that's something that, you know, we just need to be reminded of sometimes. It's okay to feel jealousy, but it's important to also understand that you need to be able to feel happy for your partners. Because if you can't, then this might not be the lifestyle for you.
Exactly. Exactly. It's funny, before we started recording, I had to tell Mac, like, this is maybe a one-sided video because Mac also had a partner when when we realized there was something between us. We didn't start dating until he no longer had a partner. But in my mind, he was my man, but he wasn't my man. You know what I'm saying? So it was very hard to find compersion for him. Because of what I was seeing, what I was experiencing myself adjacently with him and his partner. It was almost as if I was really trying to understand, because this was new for me. Polyamory was absolutely new for me. And so I was trying to understand, well, what is this going to be like on his end? Possibly having a partner, with me. And while there wasn't, even though there was not much compersion, there was also not much jealousy, for several reasons. But as far as the compersion, I would try, and I found it very difficult. And I sat with that to understand, is it a matter of jealousy? Is this a lifestyle that I want to live? Would I be able to be okay if Mac had either stayed with this partner and added me on as a partner, or if, we became an item and later on down the line he had a partner? And this is where accountability comes into play. You have to really understand yourself, be real with yourself, to understand where the lack of compersion is coming from. And I realized it was more so about his partner than the lifestyle itself. Go ahead.
I'm not going to sit here and badmouth my former partner.
No,
that's not my style. It's not what I do.
No.
But things weren't going well for us at the time. And that kind of bled into the connection that we were forming. So it makes sense that you weren't able to feel compersion there, because it was kind of a roadblock.
Yeah.
I feel like we were in a place where polyamory was not possible in the relationship that I was in, and I'm 100% polyamorous. So it was one of those things where pieces have to fall in the right place. But, after the pieces fell into the right place and she still had a partner, one of my big issues was trying to make sure I wasn't stepping on any toes. Mm-hmm. Because I wanted them to be together and I wanted them to be happy. As long as you understand that I'm going to be there too. So I feel like we had a lot of discussions about the way that the future would go for the three of us. Mm-hmm. While in the back of our mind, realizing that this probably ain't the way it's going to go.
Yeah. We tried to be as kitchen table as possible. And unfortunately, because of, I'm going to be honest, because of the maturity level of my former partner, things just wind up not working out the way it needed to. And Mac was very comforting, nurturing, understanding, while it all happened. And I feel like there was still some sort of compersion there, simply because he was happy for me to finally kind of move on. Even though I wasn't with that partner anymore, he was still happy for me in regards to the other relationship. Compersion is a funny thing. It can take on many different looks, and can be used in many different situations. I'm very much secure in myself and our relationship that, you know, when the time comes and we open ourselves up to new partners, that, you know, the energy is there. Mac is happy. I'm happy, you know? And I feel like compersion is absolutely possible within me. Because of the previous scenarios with our former partners, and just the level of trust and transparency we have with each other.
So yeah, all this to say, if you are choosing to walk the path of polyamory, don't feel like that means that jealousy will never be a part of the equation. When you feel it, you need to be able to communicate it. Let your partner know. If your kitchen table, let your metas know. But you need to do so in a healthy way and understand that those connections that your partners are forming are also important to them. And you have to be able to respect that, and you have to be able to accept it. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I don't even have anything ignorant to say. You want to press the button this time?
I'll press the button this time.
Okay. Bye, y'all.